it is. What's up? It's your girl Brittany. She's back. She's better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know I post frequently. Well, you know, baby. I mean, it's been 3 days. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't even going like a mini vacation or nothing. I literally just have been busy. But I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be back with y'all, okay? So come on, y'all. Let's go and get into our theme song, baby. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie, y'all. Into this video, click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all. Without further ado, come. Let's get into Bad Bitches Only Part 2, Episode 1. So first things first, I want to say, whoever is on the editing, sound, visual team, everything on Part 2, you could tell has definitely elevated from the normal Now That's TV quality, sound, and just, you could tell they really spent money and really invested into the Bad Bitches Only show. So with that, we start off with Tori, the villain of Part 1, and then we start off with Zen, a nobody of Part 1. So let's talk about Tori's confessional look. I don't like it, don't care for it. It's giving last minute, try too hard, didn't come together, but we're gonna make it work. I really don't care for her look. And two, why do they have it when they was coming in? Why they just showing them walking in? Why they showing her first confessional? And then when they giving Zen her time, Tori jumping up in the camera like, yes, it's me. I'm back, you guys, like a vlog. And it's like Zen just over there. And it's like, zoom in on her. And then they got Tori blowing kisses and everything at the camera as they zoom into Zen. Now, I would say Zen's confessional look is very plain, very basic, but it is nice. It gives some type of effort. And it also reminds me of the Impact, how they like put their purse on the side table and then, you know, it's a nice chair. This is like the energy that is giving me. We not even 2 minutes into the episode and Tori is already finding a way to piss me off. She is already finding a way to irritate me. So she ends up letting us know that she is about to confront Zen about jumping into Nicole and Blue Jasmine's fight, which, oh baby, when we get to that part, I'm on Nicole like white on rice. So from the clip they showed, Blue Jasmine only hit Nicole once and really bopped her, like got a good bop in, as you should, like simple. So Tori is sitting up here asking Zen, you know, like, why did you jump in? She was like, well, you know, that's my friend, like that's my homegirl, and everybody knows, like, first of all, who is everybody? You and 2 more people. But anyways, so she like, everybody knows that Nicole don't fight. Nicole gonna talk, but she don't fight. First things first, that's Nicole's problem. Nicole feels as though she not supposed to get hit. And like Tori said, and I will give Tori that, why do y'all feel like y'all gonna say what y'all want to say and it's not gonna be no consequences to it? But let me add on to that. Y'all know y'all on Now That's TV. And I'm not gonna lie to you, Nicole been talking a little too much to where I kind of was waiting on somebody to go and knock her teeth out. Just because Nicole moves as though she won't be touched. And the thing about it was, on Part 1, Nicole was picking that Blue Jasmine, talking about something. I want you to stay because I'm gonna finish you. But she bopped that ass and now you in the corner. I have no empathy, no sympathy for no Nicole, ever. Not a day. If anything, Blue Jasmine, get her again. What the hell? And I'm gonna add this to it too. Where was this energy in when Milan was checking you on Part 1? And you talking about Nicole not a fighter. I will say, from what I remember, because I'm not gonna lie to you, Part 1 wasn't anything epic for me to just remember on the top of my dome. But you did not need that when it came to Milan. You was not this fighter when it came to Milan. So why, when Nicole needed protection, all of a sudden you was this quote unquote fighter? You barely wanted to protect yourself. Why do you have more loyalty to Nicole than to yourself? Just, a question. Okay, and I'm gonna give Tori her flowers again, and I'm with her. Y'all, aka Nicole, Zen guy, y'all feel as though y'all gonna say whatever y'all want, and nobody's gonna press y'all behind it. But that let me know every time that the Zen guy, the Nicoles of the world, nobody did their research, and they feel as though, oh, we're gonna change the platform to benefit us. Like, we just gonna come on here, say what we want to say, and not get touched. Like, no, the foundation of all of this is fighting and physical violence. And my thing is, I hate when folks come on Now That's TV being like, oh, well, why does it have to be like that? First of all, that's what we pay for. We pay to get the yard stumped out of y'all. We pay for y'all to get mopped, parked, fall in, beat up. Like, that's what we pay for. We don't pay for y'all to just argue. And if we just being for real, y'all are not the Nene Leaks of the world. Y'all don't have the wordplay. Y'all don't have the swagger. Y'all don't have the attitude. Y'all don't have the sass to really read. Y'all got good, like, one-liners, two-liners, but a real read, I feel as though I barely have seen that on Now That's TV. One-liners like a mug, pull hair whole time, fall in, park. You just got park real quick, stuff like that. From the shoulders, the one-liners are everything. Those are great. But a real read, like a real deal Atlanta Housewives read, a Nene Leaks. What's that lady name who read Kenya for Filth? Y'all know who I'm talking about, but she read Kenya for Filth at that reunion about Apollo. The reads, like, y'all don't have that. Those two men in particular have some of the most iconic reads. Okay, I just don't feel as though y'all have the range to read like that, especially a read that was like, oh, she ate that up. Okay, it don't need to be violence because the way she read her was just so magnificent. Y'all don't have that. Now, with Zengar saying, like, people pick and choose, I definitely don't feel as though Blue Jasmine was picking and choosing. If anything, Nicole picked Blue Jasmine, and it was a matter of time that Blue Jasmine was going to try to hit Nicole. And the thing about it is, maybe when it came to the house, Nicole put in her contract she could not be touched. But when they was out of the house, and more so doing interviews, and honestly, I don't necessarily know where they did this interview because I did not watch their interviews, but I know they didn't do it on lip service. They did it on some that man, he's a DJ like Drewski did, but I'm sure Now That's TV set that up as far as like where they filmed and stuff like that, because I don't necessarily believe that he has like a podcast going on or anything like that. I don't really see that. I could not know what I'm talking about, but I feel as though when she hit Nicole, it was more on some like, we in a Now That's TV space, and the same rules didn't apply as the rules did in filming. And again, she only bopped Nicole. It's not like she really like got the real fight with Nicole. And to be honest, Zen God told me something. I think she should have just squared up. If she would have squared up, they would have told her to sit down, and she wasn't going to be able to fight Nicole. So she surprised. I wouldn't even say a surprise sneak. Nicole was talking out the side of her neck, feeling as though she wasn't gonna get touched, and got touched, and was shocked that she got touched. So I don't blame Blue Jasmine for hitting Nicole at all. And the thing about it too, if I'm just being honest, if my memory serves me correct, Nicole was telling her to step up. The one who took up for her Zen. Once she telling her to step up, like do more, because she could not save her if it was time for her to go home or something like that. So you really have loyalty to the wrong person. But then that makes sense why, you went ahead and stepped up, because if the bag is bagging like it is, you decided to defend Nicole to keep your storyline going. So Big Lex ends up joining the conversation. First of all, I do like her confessional look. It is prom dressy, but I do like her confessional look on her. I do like it. And her outfit that she came in with, the denim on denim, is super cute. Body tee, very much. The only thing I didn't like on her look, I feel as though, was the lip gloss and the glasses. I don't know. That part was throwing me off, but the outfit overall ate. So Tori decides to confront Lex about her saying that girls be on budgets and stuff like that on her story after they left Lex's birthday dinner. Now that's my thing right here. Tori be setting herself up for failure because a hit dog is gonna holler. So you must have been on a budget. You must have been on a budget, and they must have been on Now That's TV Time money as far as like when they filming. They said when Now That's TV filming, like when it comes to food, if they go out to a restaurant or something, you can get whatever you want. Now, as far as what you take home when you leave the show, you know, your rates or you know how much they're gonna pay for you to come to the show, that's different. But they always say like when it comes to food, as far as like when they on set and they out, you know, at the club or something, they say Now This TV spends a bag. So I feel as though, you know, with her saying something to Lex about what Lex posted, why are you feeling hit or why are you feeling the need to confront her? Because she said that the girls was on a budget. If you weren't on no budget, you shouldn't have anything to say. But it's given the way that you did not blend in your makeup that you were on a budget. We didn't end up seeing Bianca. I don't know why they continuously bring Bianca to shows. She never gives anything for me. She is boo boo boring. And why do she have on this workout outfit in her confessional look? The on the scene look a mess, and the confessional look. So they continue on about the whole birthday dinner thing. And I do remember a live where Jay Galore and Lex were on live together because Jay Galore was upset. She had a lot going on at the moment. And she felt like her friendship with Big Lex was falling off a little bit because Big Lex did not invite her to the birthday dinner. Now, with what Tori is talking about, it does seem as though Big Lex has a different type of, you know, relationship with her and Laroo. And even though they were invited as like, hey, we're all getting together because it's my birthday, it seems as though Big Lex invited them on business more so than personal. Like, oh, I invited them to my stuff, you know, we all cool. Like, you know, I'm not hating on her, aka Laroo. And I agree with Tori as far as just saying like Big Lex could do better. She could do better. She don't necessarily have to be proud of them or want to be friends with them or anything. But it does seem as though when it comes to Laroo, she don't really care for her. But I can understand why. Laroo is very annoying. Laroo is very in your face. She's very like, pick me, pick me, pick me. So I would have threw a drink on her too. I wouldn't have invited her. I don't care what we promote. She wouldn't have been at my table because, like I said, Laroo is very annoying. And to be honest, Big Lex really don't care for Laroo, but I think it's more so she feels as though she was supposed to be in a different space in her life by now. Personally, that's what I think. I think that she believes that she's supposed to be somewhere else. She should be on like tour, you know, having songs with like official artists, you know, more seasoned artists and things of that nature. More so than like doing these little shows and everything like that. So I think it's more so the rule and maybe a little bit of Tori shows her what she hasn't accomplished yet. And you know, she put Laroo below her. So the thing about it, like once they got on part one and Laroo could sit at the same table as her, I think that's what started irritating her spirit when it came to Laroo. I wonder, was Big Lex mad at Laroo for allegedly sleeping with T-Lo? I just wonder. Is that why? And she said, oh, I never do that again, girl. You know, it was a dry night, girl. He just was fine, girl. I thought I was going to get more out of him. He told me, "Psych, put your panties on, girl." I want to know, is that why they got into it? And Tori is absolutely right. I'm giving her a little too much credit now. Ooh, calm down. Not Tori right all day. But Tori right when it comes to Big Lex. Big Lex is very much aggressive, throw a rock, hide your hand. She's very up and down with her thought process about people or her emotions. Cause she's talking about, I just wanted y'all to know that y'all was those girls. Didn't you get her too? You could have easily told her, hey girl, that don't look too cute on you. Go change that before we get on camera. You do not be trying to uplift them and show them that they are that girls until it's convenient. Nicole and got knocked real quick and came in looking like money. That first so nice. Nicole looks like money. This is giving like old New York. Old New York, crack epidemic New York, very much. Like, this is giving New York. You know what's up like that. In New York, I'm gonna drink my drink. Like, this is that look. This is a look. Give me that fur. I need that. I need that. Like, it's simple, but that fur is fire. Now, Nicole's confessional look, could have came better, especially with the tore up red bottoms. Like, why you want to put on these old red bottoms? Come on now, Nicole. And I mean, the heel is so far up. Like, girl, at least drop the heel if you know they scuffed at the bottom now. The red is disappearing on the red bottoms. And Scarface on the leg, or the character of the Scarface movie on the leg, is insane. Like, you are really deep up in this. And if I'm Tori, I'm not trusting Lex either. No shade. It's no need for her to trust her. And I'm glad that she let it be known. Like, no, because I see you moving iffy with others. So if you move iffy with them, you'll move iffy with me. And that is definitely true. So Tori lets it be known that she gonna say something to Milan, because Gorgeous Doll was, I guess, in the DMs talking about her weight. Y'all know part one, they was propping her up. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're a beautiful big girl, all this, all that. But then they clowning her in the background, calling her a fat Albert's little sister. I could have told y'all that. All that. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. You're so strong to be on this show. They just happy they not in her position. And mind you, I would say too, they like you when you the friendly fat girl. Like, you know, when you friendly and you're not a threat or anything like that, they do like her. But I definitely feel as though once she became the villain of the show, you were definitely every fat bitch in the book. Like, very much so. And I definitely don't believe Big Lex really like Tori like that. But she don't want to have an issue with Tori. She probably feels this. And let's be clear. This has been Tori's first show in a long time. From people who are OG now, that's TV watchers. She was on Big Lex Baddies Collection, I believe, and then fell off the face of the earth. And they just now have picked her back up. And obviously, with them picking her back up and her being the biggest girl on the show, they like, you are gonna be the villain. And she don't mind playing that role on screen, being the villain, you know, just to come back on Instagram and apologize and say that's not her. So, you know, obviously with this kind of show, they want her to be like the big bad fat villain, and all the others be skinny little frail women who just want to be cute and thin. So we move on to Laroo. She came in the building. Every time I see Laroo, I look at the tattoos on her chest. I hate the tattoos on her chest. I hate them so bad. They are so ugly. But Laroo is very much a beautiful woman. She comes in playing like she's sipping tea. I like her confessional look before. This one is okay, it's mid, but I liked it the one that she had before this. And even with Big Lex, I liked it the one she had before this as well. First off, that Chick-fil-A is cold as ever. That Big Lex keeps trying to go to eat. It's cold, homegirl. It's cold. Throw it away. Chick-fil-A is nasty when it's cold anyway. Boom, moving on. I definitely feel as though behind the scenes, Laroo wants to be Big Lex's friend. I don't care what nobody say. You could tell that Big Lex knows that Laroo wants to be her homegirl. So she like is like, ugh, get away, fly. Get away from me before I slap you. Like, she don't want to be cool with her, because then she would have to admit to herself that she's not where she needs to be in life. And I think that Big Lex has this complex that Laroo is beneath her. And Laroo has this complex of like, pick me. I want to be cool. I want to be cool. And Big Lex will not allow herself to be cool with her. She don't have to put a name on it. Y'all feel hit because y'all are on a budget. Y'all been on a budget this whole show, if we're just being honest. Shout out to the person who commented this. I don't remember your name, but if anything, every time I watch this show, your comment sticks out to me the most, and I believe I even replied to it, and we kind of had a little kiki in the comments. The Babs Only show is for women who have had certain lifestyle experiences. It's a lifestyle, it's experiences. It's like where a lot of women won't be able to relate. Tori and Laroo are broke. Simple. They are girls trying to get those experiences, trying to be of the lifestyle, but don't have the privilege, the privilege, the experience, the skills, and I would say even like the aesthetic to get in the rooms that a lot of these other women are able to get into. They just don't have it. So they don't feel like they're supposed to be there no way. So they don't mind doing it the now there's TV way, as far as like calling it out, fighting. And yes, that's what we used to. But this show brings a different type of flavor to it. So the other girls don't mind getting into it with each other when it's catty, like when it's, just like look, kitty cat fight. But y'all really want a mob park, and it's not that aesthetic. So y'all do stick out like sore thumbs, especially Tori, because it's like she's overcompensating because she's not supposed to be there. Laroo, not supposed to be there. And with that, they ain't told y'all, just do it the Now This TV way. Y'all know what to do it the Now This TV way. And that way is having them continuously explaining themselves, mostly Tori on Instagram, after the shows are up, or like the episode of the week is up. So Nicole finally has some type of camera time. She was just waiting on somebody to acknowledge her so she could speak on Blue Jasmine punching her. So she like, I ain't got no knot. I ain't got nothing. First of all, Blue Jasmine had like 2 seconds to sock you, girl, please. And Bianca was trying to go and get her up off you. Really, Bianca saved you for real, and security. But girl, she should have been able to pop, 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 sock you a little more. Then you probably would have had a little knot on you. And probably all them surgeries too. That forehead probably is a rock. Like, be for real. Not only that, I'm glad that she did admit that she provoked people. And let's be clear, let's be honest. I definitely don't believe Blue Jasmine looks quote unquote crazy because you're not a fighter. And quote unquote everybody, I'm still trying to figure out who is all these everybody's, knows that you're not a fighter. But I definitely believe this season, Nicole won't be doing all that talking. Because somebody had finally told you to shut up and sit down somewhere. So I definitely believe this season she's going to be less opinionated. And as she should be. Because you do talk too much and you do provoke people. And remember, you said that you wanted to finish her. I see she got the laugh last on that joke. So Milan finally enters the building, and honestly, she do have that handsome Squidward jawline, like for real, very bad. Like, ooh, Jesus. We have to stop with the needles, ladies. We have to stop with them. Anyways, so her confessional look, I feel as though was trash. I don't like it. I don't necessarily remember her last confessional look, but I'm sure it was better than this little jogging suit that she got going on. So Milan comes in. Tori off the rip says, do you want to fight or you want to talk? Milan said, I would take talk for 500 Alex. I said, yeah, because she's about to have you in the corner in a minute getting tore. Can't wait to see it though. So Tori ends up explaining her side, and a little bit makes sense, but a lot of it doesn't. So let me explain to y'all what I'm hearing. So Tori basically was on a budget. Obviously we have acknowledged that from the beginning of the episode. She was on a budget. Something happened. she wasn't able to make it. She knew she probably couldn't go from the beginning. Like I said, that budget is tight. It's tight. It's tight. She tells Milan. Milan ends up just being like, oh, okay, drops out the group chat and, talks only to the people who could go. Tori ends up telling her some tea about some girls who said something, and I guess the girls is Blue Jasmine about her weight. And Milan says, I don't see it, babes, because who cares? You know you're big. She said you were big, and who cares? I said Blue Jasmine. I'm sorry, y'all. I meant gorgeous doll. Okay, so with that, let me give my opinion first. Number one, I don't feel as though Milan and Tori have been quote unquote friends long enough to like stop her friendship with Gorgeous Doll because Gorgeous Doll is calling Tori fat. Like, let's be honest, let's be real. You know what you look like. You know that's the first thing people gonna put against you. So like, what are we talking about here? Not only that, yeah, Milan probably isn't real to anybody. Why would she be? Y'all are not real to anybody. Okay, she said she's gonna slap a producer. Which one? Liz, Naya, Deja. Who are you slapping? I need to know. Oh, but even with that, that's none of y'all concern if she's gonna slap a producer or not. And honestly, too, if I'm Milan, why are you confronting me about somebody calling you fat? Like, why? She called you fat and you want me to stop being cool with her because she called you fat. Me and you not even friends like that. We filmed for 7 days, 2 weeks, and these all think that we besties. Like, be for real. I definitely don't believe that Milan thought Tori was gonna be her security guard. Nobody on this show beat nobody up but Tori. I think if anything, Milan wanted to be cool with Tori just so Tori won't try to beat her up. But security guard, no, I definitely don't think that. And I believe in reality, all y'all scared of her, including me, as I talk behind my screen. We are all scared of the boogeyman, okay? Please go feed her some chips. Like, we're all scared of her. Simple. Do she need a Gatorade? Like, what do we need to do to get her down? Like, no. We're all scared of her. So, yeah, I definitely think Laroo is scared of Tori. I definitely don't believe that she wants Tori to turn up on her. And obviously you're scared of her too, look at her and the way she about to take you through there, I'm scared too. So yeah, I would definitely rather be Laroo in this situation than Milan. So Tori tell Milan to get up, and I would have ran. I do not call it what you want, but you can't call me harmed, baby. When I tell you, I would have got out of that door so quick. I wouldn't have let the shepherd touch me at all. The way first of all, the first hit alone let me knew she was fighting Milan just to get camera time. The way she was punching Milan. She punching Milan so hard, Milan had to sit down and fight back. Milan don't even have the leg strength to stand up and fight back, okay? Milan and got beat up so bad, she had to sit in a chair and just get beat down. That let me know right there what it was. Then, when they did the wide shot, Tori started digging down. Like, oh, not you punching down on the girl head. Absolutely not. And I am calling the laws. I'm calling the laws. Where is the pepper? Give me that spray. I need it bad. Where is the backpack? Because I'm finna make you dance. Dance. Okay? Dance down. It's over for you. Like, girl, no. Like, she did not have to go that hard on Milan. Because my thing is this. You going that hard because of your weight? Because Milan didn't have your back when the girl called you fat? I just don't feel as though they have a real, like, long-term friendship to be fighting her that hard. But then, too, it's like Tori want to be the villain. So she had to take out her sidekick. She had to take down her sidekick and be like, no, I'm the only villain. Da, 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 da. It's only gonna be me. It's not gonna be a we. It's gonna be a me, baby. So let me take you out real quick. Let me go and sit you down. Now, this is my thing right here. I wonder, is Milan gonna be sitting down the whole season? Now that Tori ain't got her like that, because Tori did not have to do Milan like that. Like, she tore Milan. That was a real mop. Okay, all them girls moved. I would have moved too. When I say out the way, I mean OUTWAY. It would have been what's that Mary J? Run away, love, 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 run away, love, run away, love. You know when somebody running, they look back, ain't no look back. Ain't no look back, only moving forward. Like, girl, get like Nike and just do it. Phew, speed racer. Like, I would have been gone. Just call me the world's best runner. Cause baby, the way I would have fumed on the Yamaha, going on what I look at, hey, no man. Baby, the way I would have been gone, you Soldier Boy, tell him, okay? No bird walk. It would have been zoom. Okay, I would have been out of here. Simple. And I believe Milan trying to save face, like, let me go. Girl, I'm sorry. They would have called me every punk, every scary cat that of man. The way I would have started crying, the way I would have turned on my Karen is crazy. I would have called the laws on them folks for letting that girl touch me. The laws would have been called. Somebody's going to jail today. Tori, have your people free you till it's backwards, because I'm pressing charges for old, new, and beyond. It's no way. Like, that girl probably really had her, like, the way she was hitting her, I know her head is hurting bad. Tori find her so hard to where her foundation ran off. The foundation peed on itself to where it had to lock onto the wall. Let you know she find that girl hard. She was Baskin Robertson fighting this bitch. Mind you, as Milan is playing like she trying to get out the door, because we all know you're really not trying to get out the door and trying to fight this linebacker. It's her then being like, yeah, big ass bitch. So really, if anything, you really ain't care for her like that either, in my opinion, because the same thing that she's fighting you about is the same thing you just called her. So it's like, no, you didn't really feel no empathy for her. You really wasn't stunned what Blue Jasmine was on to a degree. It's just like, okay, I'm cool with you, but you ain't my homegirl. You ain't my friend like that. And you know, you are fat. It's her saying, y'all this week after she just got beat up. Like, girl, just take the L. Certain L's just need to be taken with grace. This was one of them. This type of L wasn't no, damn, you got your mama ass when she beat your ass. It wasn't that type of L. This is the type of L, like, girl, yeah, you could walk off. Like, we all understand you walking off, okay? Where is the exit? Like, if you would have exited and said, I don't want to do the show no more, that would have been understandable when it came to Tori. Like, if Tori, like, the way she just fought you, it was exit acceptable. Okay? But all the, like, I'm ready to run my ones. I'm ready to get that. Yeah, you big ass bitch. All, like, we know that you don't really need that again. It's no need for you to put on for us. Because us sitting at home, we're sitting home comfortable. I'm not having to look over my shoulder thinking, whoa, I might get an arm. I might get the flap. I'm not having to think about that. You are, though. So it's just like, take the L. Take it gracefully. You know, you said in your confessional, ooh, she told me up. Like, you should have just went deeper in there and said, yeah, I had to go. Because, no, I don't want to get hit no more. I can't. Oh, no, I'm fragile. You know, it would have been acceptable because of who hit you and how the fight looks. She tore you, babes. It would have been okay for you to walk off. Girl, the way she is talking crazy, like, it's not even making sense. This ain't trials. This the real thing. Like, okay. And you just got beat up on the real thing. Like, are you okay? She has knocked some brain cells into each other. Take a breather, calm down, sit down, and get yourself together. Because at this point, it's giving you want to cry. You need a hug. So Milan is going down the ladder of grief. Anger. Now She's like, why would y'all do that? Like, it's security fault, it's production fault, because why would y'all let her hit me? That man said, this is the corporate office. You need to calm down. Oh, it's the corporate office. I was giving corporate. I was giving corporate. He said, but you're on a show, though. You're on a show. You know what it is. You know the foundation. You ain't new to this. You true to this. You know what it is. You know what's up. God, why did they give me the fast? God, why they speed it up? God, now, God, the speed up is crazy. The speed up version alone, I would have been gone. I would have just had to got towed up. God, why they speed it up? And Tori is in there with Milan. God, ain't no way. God went home. Home is where the heart is at, okay? And home is where the brain cells can rest. It's no way, girl. I've been sitting here for 5 hours. Girl, I'd have been at my house. Been on the first flight back to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Welcome me back. Arms open. So we end up meeting Wet Wag, and if I'm not mistaken, I've heard her name before. I think she is into it with Rolly. But the monologue, 8. I'm in my Bible, I'm in my bag. She really took it serious. She was ready to come on camera. She has a strategy, to do this. Love the orange. She just ate, 10 out of 10. I'm recommending every time. We end up meeting Tequila, and it's given she has had too many drinks in her confessional. Hate her dress. Hate the dress so bad. And then she came into the scene looking like Catwoman. The 2025 version is Halloween came early. I do not know, Sway. I do not know. So Laroo ends up asking Wat where she from. And basically she ends up letting it be known, I'm a pretty girl, but I could take it there. So wherever y'all want to do, I'm down for that. And a little bit, I kind of like that. Like, I like the fact that she not coming in trying to play like, hey, hug this. Oh, yes, we're going to be besties. And we fight. She like, it's a business. I'm at work. I'm clocked in. And if I really need to do my job, I don't mind doing my job on y'all. If I need to make my content off y'all, I don't mind on doing that. I like that she was classy but straightforward. And obviously, I think it's hilarious that Tori and Big Lex kind of gave some type of reaction to her, or saying how they was feeling her and stuff, because in the trailer, it shows that they fought her. So Jordan is back, you guys. As y'all know, I definitely liked the Jordan on this particular show. I thought this show was more so for her than Young and Reckless. So her confession look 8. I love her in the all black. She ate that up. Now, the coming in look, on the scene look, Jordan could have did better. It was given plain. I definitely needed her to put some lashes on. I needed her to really give the look. Very much so. Now, this is my thing right here. This was the cheapest private plane they could find, obviously. They thought they was gonna put all them camera people on there, all them producers, and all the girls. Honestly, it was a dumb decision overall anyway, in my opinion, on production's part. Thinking, like, obviously none of these people have ever rode in a private plane before. Obviously, not even off like just trying to conduct yourself as if you rode in a private plane, but really thinking like, oh, we're gonna go out the country, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have everybody fly on the private jet. Like, be for real. That was just stupid overall to do that. That was just dumb. Okay, let's start there. That was just dumb. Okay, I definitely think that Jordan is like in the middle. She's a mixy person. Jordan is very like upscale, classy. Oh, I'm better than that. I've never been in the field. I don't do that. But also, it's something about her with the OF, and she has like a different little side of her where she wants to be bad and out there, bad girls club type of thing. She wants to, in my opinion, give like Y'all know how Jayla is very like classy, demure, a read, and educated, but a still get down. I believe that's what Jordan is trying to portray. Not really the fighting part, but being able like to stick up for herself or say like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I deserve to be here regardless. Like, I don't want to fight. I'm just gonna be pretty. I'm gonna argue, but I'm not gonna fight y'all. I'm not gonna give y'all the satisfaction of me fighting y'all. But if you hit me, I'm gonna take it there more so. Like, she ain't no fighter, but when it comes to defending herself, she's gonna defend herself. Okay, listen, Jordan. The Martin Luther King speech, I get it. I see what she's saying, and that's why you shouldn't be on it. Now, I get it, because I definitely feel as though sometimes Martin Luther had me too. But also, I know for real, I am Malcolm X's number one, okay? I know he had me. I know that. I would say this. Get what she's saying when it comes to real life. Like, when it comes to real life, it's like, right, exactly. They do hold us in a bad light. They feel like this is the only way that we can get on. But like I always say, and like I always have to remind people, America is built off of violence. America was taken by force. We, as African Americans, or honestly, Americans, were taken by force. The way certain things are enacted in life have been taken by force. And if anything, for the things that we have wanted as Black Americans, we have always had to fight for. So the whole foundation of America is built off of violence. And the only difference between us at home and y'all is y'all are being paid to be violent. Like, we are able to enjoy violence off of y'all. But nobody in their everyday life wants to truly be around violence. Now, if you just in certain circumstances and that's the life, everybody tries to get out of that for the most part, from all the stories I've heard online and things like that. When they're in violent environments, a lot of people run from violent environments. But we have violence through football, wrestling, boxing. Like, most sports are built off violence. So for us as a viewer, in my opinion, I just feel as though this is more like a sport for us. You don't want violence in your everyday life. You don't want violence in harmful ways. And you probably 10 times out of 10 don't want to see violence happen to somebody. But when somebody volunteers their time for a certain check or following or clout or want notoriety and build their career around that, I cannot be mad at you for that. And I cannot play I just want people to see us in a different light. But at the same time, still collecting the bag off the overall horrible light. Like, pick one. Either you're gonna be Martin Luther King to it, or you gonna go home and be with your man because he got an off week. Pick one. And if you feel as though you're above certain things and behaviors, you should not be on Now That's TV. And that's just as simple as that. Zeus or Now That's TV. You should just watch it, kiki about it, turn it off, and go to Love and Hip Hop or Atlanta Housewives and call it a day. Simple. And Jordan don't give me Now That's TV anyway. She do give me Atlanta Housewives. And it's so many shows, even if they're not as popular, where they do have that, like the girlfriends of football players and all that type of stuff. They do have certain shows like that out there. She should have pursued those shows. And I definitely don't feel as though she said that she was better, but her aura gave, I'm above all this ghetto shit. Milan wanted to talk to Big Legs. Before I get into anything, now that I see the whole outfit is giving brats. Big Lex is giving brats. I love it. Whatever I said before, bump it. I love the whole outfit, the whole concept. She ate. So Milan ends up asking Big Lex, do she have a problem with her? Big Lex says no. They start going into the whole $50,000 thing. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think Tori. Well, Tori honestly might win that money. Because if ain't nobody clocking in to do their job, she is. I will say, even though I don't like her on this show, I never want to see her back on my TV screen again. She does deserve the money because if nobody's working here, she's working. But Milan nor Laroo, I believe, is going to get the $50,000. I don't believe that. And honestly, if I'm just being for real, they probably won't even give it to Tori. And why are they getting $50,000 again? Like what are they doing to win the money? Like I need to know like what do they have to do to get this quote unquote 50,000? Big Sav in the building, love that. First of all, confessional look, she looks amazing. Sav looks so good. Her walk-in look, it's simple, but it is cute. And I definitely feel as though her confessional monologue over it really like made you excited, turned up like, yes. Another person that's clocked in ready to go is Sav as well. Like Sav said, I definitely believe Sav gonna win for real. I really got my money on Sav winning 50,000. So Milan is trying to let Sav know like where she coming from. She like, oh, I feel like everybody was trying to turn on me, and Laroo was like, Sav ain't say nothing, so that's why she threw Sav under the bus, and she absolutely did throw Sav under the bus to get the heat off of her more so. And Sav even calls out Big Lex. She lets it be known that she didn't like the way that she was talking to her either. Baby, Sav was pressing the girls. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's not even in a aggressive way. It's not passive. It's like just straightforward. Like, why you cuss us out? Well, and she was like, well, I was talking to y'all as a group. She like, no, you was talking to me. And she like, well, I don't want you to take it personal. I really was talking to them, but you did call her out too. So you really was talking to her, but you cool with her. And now, you like, I ain't got no beef with you, basically. So Jordan comes in the room and she obviously wants to talk to Sav. She ends up letting it be known, like, she thought that her and Sav was going to be cool. She didn't think that her and Sav were going to get into it. So when Sav jumped in the mix, it kind of surprised her. So Sav let it be known, part 2, she own that. If anybody need that, she ready to break them off. Now, the evolution of Sav is definitely one that I'm enjoying watching. But if I have to be honest and be real, I definitely feel as though Sav is on that because she feels as though she can handle these girls. I definitely believe if she did a Young and Reckless season 3, she would still be a little more hesitant. I do believe that, honestly. Just because she trained to go now, but she with women who really are not trained to go. So it's like, okay, 2 seasons, I let people play with me. That last season, though, when she was getting her head knocked off her shoulders, I think it really did tell her, like, okay, if I'm going to keep doing this TV stuff, I got to, be on that. And I will say, hers was very subtle. It wasn't forced. It was very like, put your seatbelt on. We just going to go for a drive. It wasn't Speed Racer. It wasn't giving Tori trying to do too much, a bully. It was giving very cool, calm, collected. But if you need that, I'm gonna give you what you're looking for, and I'm not gonna dead the issue. I'm gonna get off on my issue. I'm gonna fall in right there, and I do love this for Sav, But like I said again, I definitely believe it was on Young and Reckless, she wouldn't have this energy. But I'm also say this too. I think Sav fits on shows like this more so than a Young and Reckless. I think her aesthetic, her attitude is bad bitches only. She kind of was more so, she was there on Young and Reckless, but she had the young part, not really the reckless going on. Good. So Milan goes out there for a round 2 with Tori. Wrong idea, girl. Because why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, come on now. So she like, oh, it's fixed. I gotta tire you out. Tori said, I'm not finna chase you. I'm big. Good. Everybody got the cameras out, the iPhones out. She like, it's fits, I'm gonna tire you out. She was like, you know, I gotta tire you out. Tori came right up to her. Whoever man had his hand out and kind of guided Milan into the fight. Milan put her leg up and hit the ground. Tori started beatboxing that hoe. I said, girl, just she ain't tired you out. Okay, just lay down. Lay her down. Oh, lay her down. Oh, you don't see them, but Tori hands going bing bada boom bak bang. I'm like, she's not playing with you. Like, and it's just the walk up alone. The walk up gave, come on, bitch. Like the walk up itself gave, I'm on that. I'm tired of you. Stop playing with me. So they end up giving us a preview of what's to come. And Milan ends up saying that she ran it with Tori 4 times, but I guess slipping and falling every round counts. Girl, listen here. Sometimes y'all gotta get out y'all heads, think about what we the audience gonna say. Because like I said, I don't care what nobody was gonna. I could have been every scary Mary Sherry itch in the book. Do you see her? That is two linebackers put together. It's no way on God's green earth am I getting down where I'm mad at with her. Not on no day. Like, girl, please. All that, oh, well, can't nobody say I'm scared. I'm going to say you're still scary. Even though you ran those rounds because you didn't want nobody to say you scary. But I see the fear in your eyes, babes. You're scared. And the way the meat on the arms is coming down, girl, please. I wouldn't have ran off 4 rounds. One good round, and girl, you turning around, you falling, girl. Who are you trying to prove that you're not scary to? Who are those people? They also show us Mommy G. She has her mugshot on her shirt, but barely not speak English, but know how to say cockroach. I'm done with her. We're going to see what Mommy G is giving. It seems as though the ass whooping comes very early, and I love that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, loving it. Simple. The girls get to fight through the season. It does seem as though season 2 is definitely going to be better than part 1, I would guess. I mean, or like part 2 will be better than part 1. I definitely think they're trying to experiment with this show, but I think part 2 is where it's at. Because part 1, the slowest build of a life. Like, come on, man. Like, do you want me to fall asleep now? Because I'm finna fall asleep now while it's on. We ain't even got through everything. I'm just at the, you are not watching now. That's TV, and I'm already sleepy. But part 2, I definitely feel as though is where it's at. I definitely feel like I'm gonna enjoy part 2 way more. The girls are now comfortable with each other and comfortable and ready to get that bitch. So I love it. All right, y'all. That's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.